Yep, I'm back in my old favorite place to stream from, the Kitab Kuala Book Cafe, and in my own neighborhood, the Nishantashi here in Istanbul. And yeah, I just happened to have to be in here, in this old neighborhood, run some errand, get some of my own things, and really take the opportunity to come back to 이게 진짜 되게 반가운 곳. And yeah, so just waiting for you guys to come on and chit chat, and for really so feels so good to be back in this old place. You know, sometimes when you like you revisit your old favorite places, it feels so different. Yeah. And today is a rather not that cold morning here in Istanbul. Very sunny. About 10 degrees Celsius today. And I am wearing my new cardigan. I just bought this yesterday. How do you think? What do you think? What do you guys think? So, let's see. Oh, Onyx, good morning. Good morning. Do you recognize this setting? Do you recognize this setting? 저 진짜 되게 반가운 장소예요, 여기서. Having a mosaic cake. They are called mosaic pasta. And very good morning to all of you, wherever you are in the world. It's a very beautiful sunny day here in Istanbul. Take a look. Rise and shine, the weather is fine. And not so cold, as you can see people like starting to dress down. And I am in a new cardigan that I just bought yesterday. Nice and warm. Oh, this angle is nice. Maybe I should do this angle. Take a look. 10 degrees Celsius today, and I think it's just gonna get warmer and warmer from here onwards. I haven't been in this old area for just 2 months, and there's a new cafe right there. You know, 2 months ago when I was still living in this area for one whole year, this wasn't a cafe, this was something else. It's a new cafe, just 2 months, boom, something else popped up. Another hazel cloudless sky in this my old favorite place to stream from, the Kitab Kuala, or the Kuala bookshop here in Nishantashi, Istanbul. For those of you who don't know, the Nishantashi area of Istanbul is the glam and luxury shopping area of Istanbul, where all the TV stars and all like movie stars come here to shop. You know, so if you walk down the streets, right, and if you know Turkish TV stars, you can very often see them. But of course, I don't, so I don't know them. Onyx, definitely waiting on the crow's feet face exercise. What do you mean by crow feet face exercise? There's no crow feet face exercise. If everything I have to share about crow feet is already in my channel, just search for, go to my channel, click on the search button. You know, if you search on my, you just use the search function. Pretty much everything about anti-aging I've already covered. So crow feet, I've done quite a few videos on crow feet. So go to my channel and just search for the keyword crow feet, and then boom, there you have it. Everything about you need to know about crow feet right there. You see, boom, how to remove everything. Remove 完全 chill in mid late 40s, no crow feet. Yeah, pretty much anything you need to know about facial, skincare, anti-aging, I've already covered. You never have to wait, because my channel is not new. No, I've been talking about anti-aging for like 5 years. So if I've been talking about this thing for 5 years, I have pretty much covered everything. So anything you need to know about anti-aging or anything, just search. Just go to my channel and use the search function and search. More likely than not, I've already done a video on it, right? Boom. So here's my breakfast set. Oh, today after last night's chicken and beer, Chimek. Last night was our first official Chimek session at the Korean restaurant in my neighborhood. You know, and wake up bad hair day and looking like crap. You know, alcohol really makes you look old, like real fast. One beer a night before you sleep helps you stay young, no? But you go beyond one beer, boom, the next day you see the effect. Looks sloppy and haggard. So every Sunday night right now, every Sunday night at the Korean restaurant in my neighborhood, we'll be doing a chicken and beer chimek session. With the chef and boss lady of the, can't say lady, or chef and boss grandmother, almost 70 years old. Almost 70-year-old Korean grandmother. Yes, grandmother of, I think, four grandchildren, five, I think. All alone here in Istanbul. Alone, yeah, all alone here in Istanbul, trying to create a new life and experience for herself. I really, really respect her for that, you know. She's doing something that even younger people would not have the grit to do, given the money to do so. Like at 70-year-old, she's picking up a new language, which is Turkish, just to be able to survive here. You have to learn the language, and English is learning Turkish and English at almost 70 years old. So you know, right now, you know, like amazing people like this, right, always inspires me, you know, and whenever people tell me, oh, I can't learn languages, they say boloks, you know. I know this almost 70-year-old Korean grandmother, okay, who's learning Turkish and English right now. So if she can, anyone can, you know. Yeah. The more you are out there and the more amazing people you meet, the more you realize that limitations and your limitations are just an illusion created by your own fear and lack of experience. So you know, oh, look and feel like crap. But last night Chimek session was good. Shared so much stories. You know, like Chimek sessions is really a session for like elder people, more senior people to share their stories. I mean, I always love to sit and listen to their stories. You guys may think I'm a storyteller, but in real life, I'm not. In real life, when you sit with me, I pretty much never talk about myself. I always try to find out more and to listen to people's story. I know my own story. Why should I tell my own story over and over again? I want to know about other people's story. So in real life, I'm actually very quiet. And when you sit with me for beer, I'll listen to you much more than talking about anything. I'm very quiet. But so you might be thinking, oh, but you don't look like it on this live stream. Of course, because this live stream, you guys came to hear me talk, right? And so if I do my real life me on this live stream like this, what am I gonna do? Nothing, you know. Then this live stream will do nothing. So don't think that this live stream me is the real me. It's not even this live stream me is not how you would experience me in real life. I rarely talk about myself. When I have beer with people, I listen to their stories always. That's all I do. I want to find out more, know more about other people, listen to their stories, enrich my own life, rather than yanking away at my own story, which I know so well already. It adds nothing onto my life, you know. Onyx, yes, limitations are illusions. I agree, yeah, but there's an illusion that is very hard to break. It's an illusion that is created by yourself and reinforced by your family, friends, and society. Yeah. Such reinforcements remind you and reinforce the structures of your limited illusionary beliefs very strongly. It's like you believe under every tree. You see a tree, but you not see the roots, right? But you believe there are roots, isn't it? It's just a belief, you know. Are there really roots down there? You don't know until you dig. But who digs? So everybody just take it as it is, isn't it? This is exactly how you take your own limited beliefs. You take it as it is, without digging further to see if it's even real. And the worst thing is if you have friends who are enthusiastic about reinforcing your limitations. Do you know that there are destructive friends like this are very who are always very, very enthusiastic about helping you reinforce your limited beliefs and thinkings about yourself. You have a problem, they'll reinforce the problem. They'll go like, oh wow, yeah, you know, they will agree with you, they will sympathize with you, you know, rather than help you see that it's just an illusion and there's a way out. And these people, they'll jump on the opportunity and start to act all sympathetic and everything, you know. But in the end of the day, what they're really doing is just making that thing more real for you, when it's actually just an illusion. A lot of I don't say they're bad people. They're not bad people, but they're just doing something they're not even consciously aware of, which is reinforcing the pain and limited beliefs of their friends. A lot of people do this subconsciously. When you say, oh, you know, I would like to go alone to Turkey to open a restaurant where I don't even know the culture and the language, so I'll go there and learn the culture, learn the language while going through the hardship of actually building a business. And I don't think I can do it. Then your that kind of friend will come like, oh yeah, I don't think I can do it too. Yeah, it's just, you know, no problem, man. Nobody can do this. And then they reinforce this, and then you never do it. While this 70-year-old grandmother is happily doing it here, is happily making it come true for herself. Yeah. So you know you got to be very careful about the kind of friends you have as well, you know, because many friends subconsciously limit you. In fact, I say I in my observation, I see most people limited mainly by their friends and families. I find that most of the limiting factors and reinforcements limit the reinforcements of your limited beliefs usually comes from your friends and your family, especially your immediate parental family. They're not bad people, but they subconsciously limit you into a box that they rather know you by. That's the problem. Do you know that even your mom and dad prefers to know you as a certain thing, but that certain thing is not the real you. Okay? You are you, but your mom and dad will not see the real you. Your mom and dad will always see this little box, this imagination of a certain kind of character that they rather see you by, and they subconsciously reinforce you and subconsciously corner you into that box. This is the reason why in all spiritual practices, in all spiritual traditions, that if you want to reach a certain level of attainment of spirituality, one of the most common requirement is you need to leave your family. You want to be a monk, a Buddhist monk, you need to leave your family. You want to be a Hindu monk, you need to leave your family. You want to be a Islam mystic or even a Christian priest, you have to leave your not priest, but we can say Christian mystic, you have to leave your family. Leaving the family is the prerequisite to reaching a certain level of spiritual attainment. Well, why is that so? Why? Because it's scientific, it's psychology, because your family is the biggest source of this limiting manipulation to box you into a certain things, and therefore you're not able to flourish and explore and discover your true nature or the real you. It's sad to say, Even the Bible says you need to leave your family and join with a new family, you know. In fact, it's nothing spiritual, it's hard science. Like I always say, spirituality is just the hard science of reality. And this is the reality. This is the hard psychological reality of how your closest people tends to be the one who give you your limited beliefs and thinkings and reinforce you within that structure, and you never get out. And you live all your life thinking that you're a small little thing when you are an unlimited entity. 15 minutes and nobody's on. I pretty much run out of what I want to say. This is a very sunny and beautiful day here in Istanbul. About 10 degrees Celsius, pretty warm. So everybody's dressed very lightly on the streets now. And I'm back in my old favorite place to stream from, the Kitab Kuala Book Cafe. My favorite seat in this cafe. You know, I streamed here so much over the past 1 year, but ever since I moved away from this neighborhood, which is the Nishantasi neighborhood, to the Beşiktaş neighborhood, I've not been back here, and really pangao. So yeah, for those of you who knows this place, I hope you find it very familiar and 真的pangao. And yeah, since there's nobody on and nobody chatting, oh, Sean Chaw. Wow, Sean Chaw, do you recognize from Singapore? Do you recognize this setting? Do you recognize this setting, Sean? Sean, can you share how you recovered from COVID the other time? How I recovered from COVID? At home, no medicine, no food, drink a lot of water. That was how I recovered. And no heating, no heating. So I was wearing winter jacket to sleep, okay? Yeah. So I would say 100% I recovered from COVID 100% through the grit of my own willpower and immunity system. That's all I had. Because when I was sick, I couldn't get out and I live alone, so I didn't have anyone to buy me medicine or anything. Of course, my landlord very kindly sent me medicine after a few days, but that was when I pretty much recovered. The worst part of the COVID, I went through the worst part and turned the corner and started recovering with no medicine and pretty much no food, because I couldn't go out and get food either. Yeah. That was why at that time I became very sunken, very skinny, remember? Why it was very bad. You can tell, the COVID pain starts from here on the top of the throat, just a little bit, and then become like this. You can feel, and then it start to go from left to right, and then across the entire top of the throat. And it's so painful you can't even drink water at a time. At one time, yeah. At one time, even drinking water was so painful. And at that time, I was even running out of water. Wow. This is the thing about living alone overseas, when you have no friends, no family to take care of you. When you suddenly fall very sick, you have no choice. You can't get help. Nobody's there to help you. Like I say, one day if I had like an acute heart attack and I die at home, nobody would know. My landlord would probably know. Oh, my landlord probably won't even know. You know why? Because I paid up my apartment for 1 year. So my landlord won't be knocking my door asking for rent anytime soon. So my landlord will be just wondering, why haven't I been seeing him around? You may be wondering, but probably won't be doing anything. Knock on my door and there's no answer, you just give up. And I would rot in my apartment for 1 year, nobody would know. This is the sad reality of living alone. I don't think like not just overseas, okay? Like if you live alone in anywhere and you have no family or friends in close contact, you can die at home, nobody will know. Yeah. Until you start to rot and smell so bad that people catch on. You know, sometimes when you smell bad, still people like just ignore. So maybe like after 1 year, become a bloody skeleton at home, you know, and then people would know. Yeah. Soncho. Yeah, remember you were saying your energy was so low. Yeah. My energy is still low. My energy is still way historical low. My energy is probably 20%. And lately all this drinking is not helping. Um, like I shared over the past 2 days, right? My new lifestyle in my new area and the new communities and friends that I've caught on, it's put me in a different lifestyle than I used to live when I was in this area. When I was living in this area, I was living pretty much fully like esoteric lifestyle. No liquor, no hanging out, nothing. So fully esoteric lifestyle. But after I moved to that area, I started connecting with the Korean community. I started connecting with friends who was before too far to connect with. And man, every weekend is drinking sessions. Like every Sunday night right now is chimek. So the Korean restaurant we do a chimek, or it's a chicken and beer every Sunday night. So every Sunday night is guaranteed drinking. And then Saturday, I'll probably hang out with my 20 plus year old friends and 50 plus year old friends for a beer and a lot of drinking. And you can see one weekend of drinking and I have eye bags, and I just pretty much look very tired and haggard. Yeah. Sean Chaw, I had a friend who recently got COVID and she shared similar symptoms like cough and sore throat. When you get COVID, you always know. You really don't have to test, because unless you're so insensitive to your own body, but when you get COVID, it feels just different. Like, you know, when you get a flu or measles, it's different, right? COVID is different as well. You feel completely different feeling. Sean Shaw, but you keep in contact with Limpeh every day, yeah. So she will probably notice how come I'm not returning messages and not answering video calls. And maybe for a week or two she won't do anything, but after a while maybe she'll rush here. But even if she rush here, I don't know how she's gonna find her way all the way to my apartment. To her, Turkey is a completely foreign country. I don't know. Soncha, she may have a sense and help contact the landlord. She had no contact with the landlord. She's namaskaram, and she's you know this setting. This is my old favorite cafe in my old neighborhood, which is I have to take a cab here. I took a cab here, by the way. I'm here to get my mail from them, because some of the mails got sent to my old address, and I have to come here to get my mail. So since I'm here in this area, Nişantaşı area, Istanbul, back in this very memorable place, my old favorite place to stream from, and you know, this very familiar setting, and today is a very sunny day, very great weather day here in Istanbul, in Nişantaşı area, Istanbul. 10 degrees Celsius, and you know, people are getting out of their winter wear into their spring fashions. Spring and autumn fashion is always the most elaborate. And even me, I just got this new cardigan yesterday. What do you guys think? Yeah, this is my spring fashion for 2022. And the turtleneck, which I posted on my Instagram yesterday. And I look and feel like crap. Energy level is low from one whole weekend of drinking. Last night, chicken and beer in the Korean restaurant. Every Sunday night, chicken and beer. See, that's why you see, like lifestyle is so important. You know, like certain lifestyles just do not allow you to operate at your optimum level, like optimum look or optimum level. Yeah, so comfy. See my favorite seat here. My favorite seat by the window, showing you guys the people of Istanbul. And this place is quiet as usual. You may be wondering, right? For a cafe this quiet, for a bookshop this big and quiet, how did it survive for so long? This is one of the mysteries of Istanbul. Big and quiet shops and businesses seems to go on and on. Maybe the rentals here are really cheap, I don't know. Or maybe the building is so cheap they simply own the whole unit. I don't know. Just oh, 13 degrees with no sun. Oh wow, it gets down to 13 degrees. Wow, at your place. Interesting. So this morning I was just sharing about the harsh truth and harsh reality of living alone in a foreign country, sharing the very inspirational story of the owner and also chef of the Korean restaurant, almost 70 years old Korean grandmother who came alone to Turkey about two and a half years ago, started the restaurant on her own, didn't know the language, so learning Turkish on her own, didn't know English, learning English on her own, while all the while starting managing a business in a completely new and unknown environment. Man, this is a story I'm gonna tell for a very long time, because I see younger folks with more access to resources not daring to do this at all, not daring to do this. Who here dares to do this? In fact, like I hear younger folks saying, oh, I can't learn this language, I can't learn that language. If these 70-year-old Korean grandmothers who are not, Korean grandmothers are not known to be good language learners, okay? If she can come here and now, after 2 years, speak quite decent Turkish, there's no reason and no excuse for anyone to say, oh, I can't learn, I tried to learn this language and I just can't do it. Oh, I want to do this business but I just can't do it. Man, if this 70 years old Korean old lady can do this, nobody has no excuse. Everything else you believe about yourself is excuses. And so therefore, in the first 15 to 20 minutes of this live stream today, I was talking a lot about limiting beliefs and how your environment, your friends, and especially your parental family gives you and reinforces. Giving you the belief is not a big deal, it's just planting a seed. But how they reinforce and grow that belief. Yeah, planting the seed is not a big deal, but watering the seed and fertilizing the seed, that's the problem, Karen. Good morning, Karen from Boston, Massachusetts. Family made your live show. Glad you're feeling better. Nice to see you at last. Yeah, I've been feeling better for a long time, but feeling better and then down, up and down, up and down. And after one whole weekend of a lot of beer, right now I don't feel on top of the world. Right now I look haggard, feel tired. If you ask me, pretty much every weekend's gonna be like this for me going forward, because, well, different neighborhood, different lifestyle. Now I'm hooked on to a new lifestyle again. That's why, like, life happens for me in very unexpected ways always, When I was living here in this area of Istanbul, now for those of you who have been with me for past 1 year, you know, in this is the Nishantasi area of Istanbul, the glam and luxury area of Istanbul. I pretty much live a very disciplined and esoteric lifestyle, and therefore I always look good, like my looks and my energy level is always optimal. But after I moved from this neighborhood, things happen again and again and again, and life just pushes me in ways that that I didn't expect. Like, life is just happening around me in ways I've never planned for, and right now I find myself in a completely new lifestyle with completely new friends and, you know, new interesting things going on. And this is pretty much how I live my life, going with the flow of life. Even in such a small thing like moving a house, getting in a new neighborhood, it completely changes my life and my lifestyle. Every time I make a change in my life, like move to somewhere or do a different thing, my entire lifestyle and my entire daily routine, everything changes, you know. Karen, no, you're looking fantastic. No, if you think this is fantastic, then you should check me out. Like, check out the past episodes. especially especially before, let's say before episode 80. This is episode 107. Check out those episodes before episode maybe 80. Yeah, when I was still living in this area, Istanbul, the Nişantaşı area, Istanbul. That was when I looked my best. Now I look like crap. Let's take a look at the boom. This is the Nişantaşı area, the back street of Nişantaşı area, not the glam side. The main street is the glam side, which is on the other side of this building. And this is very beautiful 10 degrees Celsius morning here in Istanbul. People are gradually changing from winter wear to spring wear, and so am I. You know, I just got this new cardigan. So this new cardigan is going to be my centerpiece for spring fashion 2022. And if you're new to my live stream, this is a live stream where every day here in Istanbul, yes, I'm here in Istanbul, I go to a different place or location, grab a coffee, chit chat about some stuff, and then show you guys and this, you know, around in Istanbul, discover some interesting things about Istanbul, and then chit chat about anything about life, you know. If you enjoy this manner of live stream, do help me by clicking the like button. Yes, just clicking the like button helps YouTubers so much. You know, people don't understand it. People sorely and seriously underestimate the power of the like button. It really helps so much. And if you would like to buy me my coffee of the day, you can drop me a tip by clicking the S button in the comments. This is a little S button in the comments. You can click on that and drop me a tip. Any amount helps. And even $1 US is big in Turkey, right? So even $1 helps. $1 would buy now. $1 is half of this coffee. Actually, this coffee lately prices have been going up. Yeah, so this coffee is not $1 anymore. Karen, changes are always exciting. I will check them out. It could never look like crap. Thank you. For those of you who have been following me for over the past 1 year, you know this place is, there's a lot of memories in this place. Yeah, we have been in this place for pretty much like half of the live streams of last year. Rian, welcome back, Rian. Karen, Istanbul looks like a lovely shop. Boston has some great coffee shops and bookshops. My new area here in Istanbul, not this area, but my new area has some awesome, beautiful cafes which I've been introducing on my live stream over the past 2 weeks. If you check out my live stream over the past 2 weeks, I've brought you guys to some very unique cafes in my area, my new neighborhood in Istanbul. My new neighborhood is like the Brooklyn of Istanbul, where it's all creative and arty-party kind of neighborhood, you know. And this neighborhood, this was where I lived an entire year last year, the Nişantaşı area. This is my old neighborhood, which is the glam and luxury shopping area of pretty much the entire Turkey. And I moved from this neighborhood to that new neighborhood, Beşiktaş neighborhood, 2 months ago. What's behind me? And for those of you new to this place, this is my favorite book cafe. Yes, this is a bookshop with that sells coffee. Book cafe, but it's actually more bookshop than cafe. It's a really huge bookshop with some chairs being placed around. And This is a huge bookshop called the Kitab Kuala or the Kuala. 3 levels up. One level. This is basement level. Level 1, level 2, up. So 3 levels up, with which is huge, selling all kinds of stuffs. And last year, I first streamed from up here. It's in the neighborhood. But this is not how the area in Nishantashi looks like, because the glam and luxury on the other side of this building along the main streets. Now we are in the back streets, so you don't see much. The kind of fashion, the kind of people in this area, and a lot of celebrities and actresses, they like to hang out in this area. But I moved on from this area though. I lived in this area for a year last year, and because some of my mails still came to my old address, so I'm here to get my mails. Hence why I'm back here in this cafe that I used to stream from the most, just to relieve some old memories. It's always very nice to go back to old places. You get the kind of feeling is just different. Yeah. Nice bookshop. Yeah, there used to be like cats in this bookshop as well. But I don't see any of the cats today. What happened to the cats? See where the cats are. In case you guys are wondering, cats are everywhere in Istanbul. In every shop, in every cafe, in every restaurant, you find cats. And there's a resident street cat here with his baby, but somehow today I don't see them. Yeah, here. So this is the cafe corner. So the cafe is just one little corner of this huge bookshop. Oh, the smell of physical book in the air. So nice smell. I really love the smell of books. Hagia Sophia, Turkey. Rakı. Turkish vodka, rakı. And it's a very warm morning here in Istanbul today, 10 degrees Celsius. I have my jacket, but I'm pretty much dressed down. Is it spring fashion on the streets right now? Okay, oh my god, I love the smell of books everywhere. Yeah, the smell of new books is so nice. When I was younger, when I was younger, or when I was just a boy, I get a new book like this. The first thing I do with a new book is not read the book. I don't read the book at all. I spend at least 10 minutes doing this. I spend at least 10 minutes glue sniffing the book. That's how much I love the smell of books. Every new book I get as a boy, I spend at least 10 to 15 minutes just glue sniffing the book, just sniffing the book. Not reading anything, just smelling the contents. One thing I like about this cafe is the enormously huge mug of coffee you get. And of course the very quiet environment. So to me this became my most favorite place to stream from, because it's quiet, I'm not disturbing other people. It's got a great background, huge amount of coffee to last 1.5 hours, and you can see the streets and what's going on outside. Really nice. Still so far, my favorite place to stream from in Istanbul, here, this very seat. Karen, looks like all the snow is gone. Yeah, the snow was gone weeks ago, couple of weeks ago. Like I said, the snow here in Istanbul lasts only 1 week. After that 1 week, everything melts. That's why I remember like 3 weeks, two or three weeks ago, I actually took you guys on a trip to the Bosphorus to look at the snow-capped rooftop, saying that that is the final chance to see that. Yes, after that day, everything melts. After that day, everything melted. Shish. That kind of place is like dream. Place for exams. Oh yeah. You can just drink coffee and study here all day. Yeah, that's true. But of course, school kids can't really afford to go to a cafe, buy coffee and study all day, to be honest, because it's expensive. For school, coffee in Istanbul relative to the prices here in Istanbul is actually expensive. You can do coffee with a bit of snack, right? It will cost you slightly more than one regular Turkish meal. So, no, most school children won't be able to afford this. Yeah. Like this is probably 25 lira. 25 lira feels to a local person like $25 in America. Like, so if you are in America and you're studying, would you pay $25 for a cup of coffee in order to sit somewhere to study? You won't. $25 is a lot of money for a school kid. And this mug of coffee, which is 20 plus lira, feels exactly the same way to Turkish people. 25 lira here in Turkey feels like $25 back in America. It's only people like me who earns US dollars, everything is cheap. But for the locals, nothing is cheap, to be honest. For the locals, things are getting very expensive. But for foreigners like me, everything is getting cheaper and cheaper. Karen, I was thinking the same thing. The coffee cup is huge. Yeah, it covers my whole face. Look at that. Or maybe my face is small. My face is small. Look at it. Palm-sized face. Or the mug is really big. Cheers. I will just order the cheaper stuff every day. This is the cheaper stuff. One mug of coffee in the cafe is the cheaper stuff, and it still feels like buying a $25 coffee in America for Turkish people. It's not cheap. Most Turkish people drink chai because you get free. Most places they just give away chai. Coffee never. Like here in Istanbul, you can pretty much walk into any cafes and restaurants and ask for chai for free. They will give it to you for free. Of course, there's religious reasons behind this kind of offerings as well, yeah. Because based on the religion, when people come to you and they want food, you're supposed to give it to them. So a little bit like Hindu practices as well, where you never turn away hospitality and you always give shelter to people who ask for it. You always give food to people who ask for it. But of course, in modern times, it's quite hard to do so, right? Because if you're running a business, you can't just give food away for free, right? So here, they pretty much give chai for free, Turkish chai. So a lot of people drink chai. It's all free. Chai is the cheapest stuff here in Istanbul. Karen, that's crazy. $25 for coffee. Are you still living there permanently, or you live? I don't know. I live in the world. The easiest way to understand me is I live on Earth. There is no such thing as a permanent plan or permanent whatever. What you guys believe to be permanent, I don't even know how it works. I don't know how you guys have any permanent anything, because I don't see permanent anything anywhere. Not in my life, not in what I observe around me. So I don't understand what people mean when they say, are you somewhere permanently? Or are you leaving somewhere? I don't know. I don't know what all these things mean. Right now, I have a bed in Istanbul where I sleep. And I have a place I call home in Istanbul. And I have a place I call home in many parts of the world, including New York. So where do I live, or where? I don't know. This is a very abstract concept for me. A lot of things that most people think are common sense questions to me are extremely complex questions. Like common sense questions like this. Okay? When people ask you, where are you from? Common sense question, easiest question to answer, isn't it? For me, it's extremely complex. Are you living here permanently? Alright? Are you moving to this country permanently? Simple question for most people, right? To me, it's extremely complex. It's very hard to answer these questions. Very hard. Because these concepts just don't quite apply to my lifestyle, if you know what I mean, you know? Shish. In my country, a huge chai culture too. Oh, really? People just don't drink coffee much, even though, oh, yeah. Tea drinking culture. Yes, that's right. Tea with milk. Teh tarik. People just don't drink coffee much, even though prices for both are pretty the same. So still people go gaga with chai. We have vast variety of chai too. Yeah. That much tea. I would just call it tea, because chai is chai. Chai is Turkish language for tea. Okay, so I think if you're speaking English, we should just call it tea. Chai is not. Chai doesn't mean, it's not a name for some kind of fancy Turkish thing. No, chai is just Turkish language for tea, and Turkish, what you call Turkish chai, is just Lipton red tea. Yeah, nothing fancy, nothing added, nothing in there, nothing. The most people do is put sugar. That's all. It's Lipton red tea, what you call Turkish chai. Okay. Karen, oh, that's great that you live in many places. I have a few friends that have 3 or 4 homes in different parts of the world. I think it's a wonderful way to live. Oh, yeah. Not to mention that um that the thing is, it's not even about those few homes, because to me, then what is a home? I don't know the concept, you know. When people ask me where's your home, wow, that's another mind-blowing question. I don't know how to answer this question. I don't know how to answer most questions most people think is common sense questions, you know. To me, I just have no idea what that means about where do you live, where's your home, where, like, permanent, or it's not about having many places to live in, because I can easily, like, in a snap of finger, based on how life pushes me in certain direction into certain countries, then I will set up a home there as well, you know. So it's just I think it's more about me flowing with life. I don't know. I don't understand the concept of permanence, honestly. Yeah. Maybe that's why the Buddha say everything is impermanence. I don't know how people define or get the concept of permanence, because I don't know what it means. I have no concept, no idea what permanence means. Yeah. Really, I have no idea. No concept or that thing, that concept, that the simple thing you guys call permanent doesn't register anywhere in my head or in my nothing. It's not a concept that I'm familiar with, to be honest. Leanna, good morning. Good morning, Leanna from London. Karen, a man of mystery. No, I regard myself as being closer than most people to being a normal human being. Yeah. Oh, let's look at that. Well, today is a very sunny day here in the Nishantasi area here in Istanbul. And I am back in this area, which is my old neighborhood. You can see all the spring fashion is on, people dressing up, and you know, even people just like this, people working, they don't dress much. 10 degrees Celsius today, bright sunshine. And I'm in my old favorite place to stream from, the Kitab Kuala uh, book, book cafe, which I used to stream from almost every other day last year when I was still living in this neighborhood. I'm also in spring fashion. Just bought this cardigan yesterday. This cardigan is gonna be like my main piece of spring 2022 fashion. 如果 진짜 반가워 장소야. 반가운 장소. I haven't been here ever since I moved to the Beşiktaş area of Istanbul. So like today I need to come here to get my oatmeal. So took this opportunity to come back here and just relive some old moments. Welcome for those of you who know this place, who knows this place as well as I do. I hope you guys have like some nostalgic moments right now, like I am right now. Shish. Chai is actually Indian term derived from word cha in China. Yeah. Apparently other cultures adopt the term, so our chai is original chai. But even in Korea, tea is called cha. Yeah, tea is cha in Korea as well. Tea is cha in Japanese as well. Tea is pretty much cha everywhere. Chai. Liana, it's chilly 3 degrees Celsius here. Karen, very nice cardigan, good color. Oh, thank you. Bought this yesterday. But right now, yeah, I think spring is in, and it's really a different sight right now. You can feel the energy in the air rising back up. Like throughout the whole winter season, you can feel like the energy level in the air is very, very low. And right now, I can just kind of feel it rising back up slightly. And I'm back in this cozy Kitab Kuala book cafe I used to stream from so much. Those of you who have been following me for the past year or so, you'll be very familiar with this place. Like last year when I was still streaming from this place, I never thought I'm gonna move from this place. I thought I'm just gonna remain in this area, Istanbul, for a very long time. But no, life pushes you in strange ways and unexpected directions. End up moving to the Beşiktaş area, which I'm having a lot of fun as well. Completely new lifestyle right now. Yeah. Every time I move to a new area, my lifestyle like pretty much changes completely. As not to mention, whenever I move to a new country, my whole lifestyle just flips, man. Like, oh. So pretty much after a while, I have no fixed lifestyle, I'm just flowing with things. I try to have a strong routine, but even that is hard to keep up sometimes. When things change, you cannot have like a fixed routine and expect every day to be the same when things are changing around you. Your home is changing, your country is changing, yeah. It's a very nice scooter. Even a matching helmet. Liana, as long as you're enjoying yourself. Well, to me, enjoying myself has nothing to do with where I am, what neighborhood, which country. No, just enjoying myself means enjoying every moment of being alive. That's me enjoying myself. And as my lifestyle changes and as circumstances around me changes, I just flow with them, and I'm always enjoying. But I'm enjoying not because of the circumstances or the people or the country or the neighborhood. No, I enjoy myself because of the
peace and enjoyment that's within me regardlessly anyways. I could enjoy myself sitting in a box staring at the sky. Even that I'm enjoying myself, you know. I could enjoy myself in the bustling luxury and glam here of Nishantashi. I could also enjoy myself in the deserts of the Sahara. Doesn't matter. Happiness and enjoyment is not the external circumstances. Peace and enjoyment is an inner state of being. That's why unhappy people will always be unhappy. Unhappy people will be unhappy no matter how much money they have, no matter where they go to, what they do, they'll be unhappy. But happy people will always be happy regardless of the amount of money they have, what they do, where they are, doesn't matter. And so therefore, in the end of the day, right, more than the pursuit of money, what I think what really changes your life is the pursuit of that true state of happiness which comes from within. Once once you achieve this state, once you touch that dimension and you know how to live in such a state, then you're free, you're free from external circumstances. And therefore you're free to pursue whatever you want without fear of becoming hurt or unhappy, right? But of course, this is a broad generalization. I can go much deeper and on about this topic, Karen, good point. Liana, even in the box, you're enjoying yourself. That's all. Yeah, exactly. That's all it matters. That's the most important thing. If you cannot enjoy yourself sitting in the box staring at the sky, you will not enjoy yourself doing anything else. I guarantee you. Your enjoyment of something will be 2 minutes. Like I say, like some people say, oh no, I'll enjoy myself if I'm driving a Ferrari now. Oh, don't kid yourself. You enjoy yourself for the first 1 or 2 days. After that, the problems come. After that, you'll be dying to get rid of it. Right? And if you're like seriously unhappy people, even your first drive in the Ferrari, you're gonna complain about 10 million other things. Oh, how come the suspension is so hard? Oh, why am I feeling the rock in my butt? Oh, why is this thing so low, so uncomfortable? Why is the seat so hard? You'll be unhappy with anything, anyways. Unhappy people will be unhappy. Happy people will be happy. That's the key. That's why when I was in the Navy, when I was about to leave the Navy, and then a lot of my ship crew, they know about me leaving the Navy, and a lot of them started talking about leaving the Navy as well. And then my ship captain came and he said something very wise. He said this: if you're not happy in the Navy, you're not going to be happy anywhere else. That is so true. That is gospel truth. And now looking back after 20 years, right? Looking back at what he said, he said that about 20 years ago. Looking back to what he said, right? Yeah, it's really deep wisdom right there. If you don't enjoy yourself in the Navy, you're not gonna enjoy any other job in the world. You're just basically an unhappy person. That's all. Karen, funny you're speaking about being happy in a box. I posted a video on my channel called Karen Furtado in the box where I squeezed into it. If you followed me on my Instagram, I took a picture of me in the box. I think 3 Halloweens ago. Liana, I don't enjoy car ride. I get motion sick. Okay. Wonder where that come from. Okay. Some people don't understand the concept of enjoying by yourself. For many, it's necessary to be with someone to enjoy. Yeah, to be with someone, to do something, to have something. It's all illusionary. They think they're happy with someone until they spend one weekend with that someone, then they know. A lot of people have this illusion. Everyday work is so hard. If only I have like 1 week off with my family somewhere, and then do that 1 week with the family in the mountains, and then, boom, things happen. External circumstances cannot bring happiness, cannot bring real happiness, because external circumstances throw you a positive, but the other side is a negative. The negative always follows a positive, and this is hard science as well. which is why it doesn't take long for you to notice the negative of any positive that you're experiencing on the outside. It doesn't take long, which is why external circumstances will never bring true happiness. Like, I enjoy this new cardigan, I love this new cardigan, okay, but I'm not enjoying life because I have this new cardigan. Do you guys see the difference here? Oh, wow, this is wow, Lunar New Year on the street. Christmas time. Wow, that coat was so bright, like it made my whole face look red. You know, if you guys realize just now, you notice just now my whole face was red. It was reflection from that coat. Crazy. Liana, I feel drained if I feel spend too much time with friends. Yep, same. Which is why I spend weekend, like right now my current lifestyle. My old lifestyle wasn't like this, okay? My old lifestyle when I was still living in this area, Istanbul, the Nişantaşı area, I had no friends. But right now my new lifestyle, I have friends, quite a lot of friends. So right now, basically I meet my friends on weekends and then I recharge throughout the week. To do that weekend with friends. It's actually very draining. Again, you can tell I look pretty much drained from all the beer, whiskey, and meeting up with this and that person. Karen, I'm very happy by myself. I never get bored. I always have something to do. Life is wonderful. Yeah, I seem to attract people like this to my live stream. Most people who come to my live stream tends to be like this. People who have reached a certain level of spiritual maturity where you discover personal energy and happiness. Yeah, I think my live stream tends to attract a lot of people like this. Liana, I enjoy my own company. Yeah, there you go. I think my live stream tends to attract people like this. In fact, you know, like when I talk about having alone time, to me, alone time is not 1-2 hours. You know, I talk about alone time in terms of months. Karen, well said. Well said. What? Understand that. Please try to type your comments with more details, because by the time I come to your comments, like it may be sometime later, I don't know what you're referring to. Like, well done, low, haha, I agree. Like those comments I can't really connect. For those of you who just joined me, welcome. I'm back in my old favorite place to stream from, in the Nişantaşı area here in Istanbul. It's a very warm weather today, 10 degrees Celsius, with nice cloudless skies. It's a nice spring day. Yes, it is officially spring of 2022. And I've got my spring fashion. Just bought this new cardigan yesterday. If you follow me on my Instagram, I was taking a lot of pictures yesterday in the boutique where I bought this cardigan. This cardigan is going to be like the centerpiece of my 2022 spring 2022 fashion. Well said. That you attract people like yourself. Oh, maybe. Liana, yes, I need alone time for myself, make myself happy. If I'm happy, the people around me feel the energy. Yep. And honestly, that's the whole point of my live stream. You know, my live stream is really, this is not a travel live stream. Yeah, a lot of people get very disappointed when they discover my live stream. When they discover my live stream, and what the, hold on, something's wrong with my phone. Okay. When they discover my live stream, they think it's a travel show, and they realize that it's not. That I don't always show you guys around, you know. Sometimes I show you guys around. Like yesterday, I showed you guys around my neighborhood, what it looks like on a typical Sunday, even showing you the brunch or breakfast of Istanbul. I don't always do that, you know. I only do that when there's something interesting to share, to show. But most of the time, I'm just sitting somewhere with a coffee and talking, right? And so, what's the point of this talking? Even the talking is not the point. What I share is not even the point. Because if I test you tomorrow on what I said today, you won't remember. Hell, I don't remember what I said after each live stream. I had problems like filling up the description box on what I shared, you know, in that stream itself. Even I don't remember what I said. So, what's the point then of this live stream? Is this energy? Most people can feel this energy that I'm sharing through this live stream, and when you get this energy, you feel happier. And when you're happy, just like what Liana said, you make the people around you happier because they can feel the energy from you, and therefore they catch on with the energy and they spread it down to the next person, and therefore through this process, one person at a time, we make this world a better place. The world is what it is today not because of wars, drugs, anything. The world is what it is today because of unhappy people. Unhappy people is the problem. The one person at a time, we are changing the world through this live stream. Shish. I like company but I feel drained. Yeah, same. Yeah, see all these introvert people on my live stream are attracting a lot of introverts. I enjoy a cup of hot chocolate by myself alone as much as I enjoy having ice cream with my friends, but most people think I'm lonely, but I'm not. Yeah. A lot of people think I'm lonely, but I'm not. We're all just introverts that get energy by being alone rather than getting energy from other people. It seems that I'm attracting a lot of introverts to my live stream. Liana, positive energy spreads just like negative energy. Yep. I think today the big problem in the world today is the spreading of negative energy. So negative, so unhappy, so many unhappy people in the world. And you know what? So many unhappy people in the world making themselves hurt over the internet, using modern technology. While happy people honestly can't be bothered. So in the end, what you call the internet becomes just a whole network of unhappy people. It's very destructive. Liana, I'm an introvert extrovert. I know, but if you understand MBTI and the physiological research behind MBTI, then you understand there's no way you can be both an introvert and extrovert. Maybe you should check out some of these research papers and the logic behind the MBTI system, or how they define introvert and extrovert. Once you understand this, then you understand there's no way you can be both introvert and extrovert. Karen, I'll remember what you said tomorrow. I stay away from unhappy, negative people. If I can't help them, I don't keep them around me. Sometimes they're too happy or silly, life is too short. Yeah. I cut toxic people from my life in a blink. And I don't care what relationship I used to share with them. Even families I cut when they get toxic. I don't just cut people, I cut entire countries. If a country turns toxic on me, I cut. The world is too big the world is too big. There's too many options for you to be stuck in a bullshit situation. That's what I think. There's just no reason to sit around and put up with bullshit situation when the world is so big and there's so many options and so many ways to live a life. I'm playing my hair continuously. Today is a very bad hair day. Very bad hair day, like terrible bad hair day. Karen, yes, toxic is the right word. Yeah. Liana, yeah, I cut some family and friends out of my life. Yeah. Merciless. When it comes to toxic people, I don't care who you are, what relationship you share with me, I cut. No thinking, no mercy, no second chance. You just disappear from my life. Spring fashion 2022. Very interesting. If you walk down the streets of Nishantashi, this area, the glam and luxury area of Istanbul, you get a lot of very interesting looking fashion. Karen, you have beautiful hair. Ah, thank you. I'm trying to keep it that way for as long as I can. Like right now, my immediate goal in life is just this, like my short term, ultra short term goal in life. To me, ultra short term is what, 4 years. That's ultra short term. My ultra short term goal in life is to look exactly like this when I'm 50 years old. So that's 4 years later. And 4 years later to me is ultra short term. Ultra short term. My ultra short term life goal is just to look exactly like this with exactly this amount of hair when I'm 50. I have only 4 years to go to 50. Let's see how. Liana, at first I found it hard to cut people out of my life. Now I found it easy. It's easy. It's easy. It's always been easy. See, some people may be like, wow, you're teaching people the wrong things. You're teaching people to be antisocial, teaching people to be selfish. You're teaching people to not have compassion. But no, what I'm teaching you is love yourself first. When you love yourself first, you don't put out bullshit, because this is who you love most first. And you treasure this first. And when you treasure this first, you don't allow nothing to hurt this first. And based upon the principle of this not being hurt in the first place, then you can spread true happiness and love to people who are deserving it. Otherwise, you're putting out me, I'm putting out you. There's no real relationship and no real love in those kind of relationships. So what's the point? What's the point of that kind of relationship when you're just lying to each other and yourself every single day? Yeah? That happens when you don't love yourself. This is what I see in a lot of relationships. Like some ladies, they put up with very bad husbands, and do you think that's a real relationship? The husband is really toxic. They're just putting up with very abusive, very bad husband, and not cutting that kind of toxicity out of their life. Are they having a real relationship? There's no real relationship in there at all. So why? So what is it? You're just lying to each other every day. So why don't you just love yourself? Because either way, you're not having a real relationship anymore. Yeah. When you don't love yourself, you never get real relationships. Karen, at 50, you probably look better. Oh, maybe, I don't know. I think I look tremendously good now. So I really like what I am right now. So yeah, Liana, I don't know why, but I really don't like when men go bald. Karen, like BTS 7. It's very strange. I see like BTS is much more well known and much more loved outside of Korea than in Korea itself. BTS is huge here in Turkey as well. Huge. Everybody knows BTS. But honestly, BTS, when I was still in Korea, I don't feel BTS as popular as other new bands or other, I don't find them as exceptional when I was still in Korea. But outside of Korea, man, especially in America right now, BTS is like huge. I think because BTS has been like, the company has been focusing their marketing effort overseas rather than in Korea, which is smart though, because honestly, K-pop is not that huge in Korea. They might as well just focus their entire effort overseas. It's actually very smart. K-pop is very underappreciated in Korea itself. Oh man, my hair. My goodness, what's happening today? What's this? They just don't fall in the right place. Oh. Liana, I tried dating some bald guys, but I keep thinking, Keeping the hair is not easy. Most people, based due to modern lifestyle and modern diet, will not be able to keep their hair. If you watch my videos on hair, you know that keeping your hair is more of course genetic plays a part, but it's more to do with gut bacteria than anything else. And gut bacteria has everything to do with your food and lifestyle. And today's food and lifestyle sucks. So most people, you see a lot of Western young men, Westerner genes already bald easy. And these days you see like young men in their 20s starting to shed and going bald. Yeah, why? Because the diet is wrong. The gut bacteria are screwed. The hair is 100% everything to do with gut bacteria. And that's why Koreans have such great hair, because they eat kimchi and all the kimchi, doenjang, and all the fermented things with great probiotics. It helps to keep your hair. That's why the hair is good. Okay, look at more spring fashion. Istanbul 2022. Oh, good morning, Go. Yeah, new jacket. Oh, this is my new cardigan that I bought for spring. I just bought this yesterday. So this is pretty much going to be my main fashion for spring 2022. It's a very nice cardigan. I really like this. It's not a jacket. It's not a jacket, it's a cardigan. I haven't bought any clothing for over a year. This is my first piece of clothing, my first piece of fashion in over a year. Liana, yeah, I'm not attracted to Europeans. Shish. Here we have men 70 years age with full hair who follow traditional lifestyle. Yeah, exactly. In India, while men as young as 30 are getting bald following Western lifestyle. Yes, it's because of the diet. And specifically, I'm gonna say it. Okay? Are you ready? Specifically, what is making you lose your hair? Okay, I'm gonna say it. Specifically, your cola, your Coca-Cola, your soda. All that sugar and all the chemicals in those drinks screw your gut bacteria like a bulldozer through a bowling alley. Okay. Oh, I don't drink any of that bullshit. It's liquid chemical, and you can't even confidently say what you're drinking. You don't even know the composition of that bullshit, and you're drinking it. Go, look so comfortable. Yeah, Go. Do you remember this place? My old favorite place to stream from, the book cafe in my old neighborhood. Today I'm back in my old neighborhood, the Nişantaşı area of Istanbul, the glam and luxury area of Istanbul. I moved from this area to the Beşiktaş area 2 months ago, and I've never been back. Today is my first day back. This is my first time back in this old neighborhood of my old neighborhood ever since I moved. Shish. My neighbor, she's 61, doesn't even have a single gray hair. Oh, like the Korean restaurant, the boss lady, which is also the chef of the Korean restaurant, I just covered in one of my videos. She's almost 70, and look at her hair. It's gray but full hair. Haha. Thoughts on both neighborhoods. I actually honestly prefer the Beşiktaş neighborhood, which is my new neighborhood, because it's more lively, more young. This neighborhood is atas, very luxury, glam, and people are putting on a show on the street every day. But in my new area, it's like young, very few young people here. Young people cannot afford to hang out in this area. So in Beşiktaş area, so lively, so much life, so many cafes and pubs, so creative, so much art. Like I showed you guys over the past 2 weeks, right? The cafes in Beşiktaş area so beautiful, so well designed, so much art, so much detail. But not here. None of the cafes here are like that. Okay, and And my new area is just 5 minutes walk from the Bosphorus, man. This, when I was living here, is the Bosphorus is a 45 minutes walk from here, okay? So, man, I prefer my new place over this place by a huge mile. And I've been showing you guys the amazing, interesting things in my new neighborhood over the past few weeks. Yeah, you know, like when I was still living in this area over the past 1 year, I rarely brought you guys around because there's pretty much nothing to discover about this area except shopping. But in my new area, you see like interesting little things like painted staircase, back streets, you know, all this very interesting stuff. Liana, I had grey hair when I was a little kid. Go, interesting. So you prefer a livelier place compared to a quieter place? No, not really. I do not see it as quieter or livelier. This place is not quiet, my friend. This neighborhood is the glam and luxury area of Istanbul. This place is not quiet. It's full of Lamborghinis and Ferraris and people over the street and everything. It's not a comparison between lively and quieter. This place is lively as well, but in a different way. I think it's a comparison between number one, closer to the Bosphorus. Man, closer to the Bosphorus was the deal maker. To me, I prefer my new neighborhood. If you ask me for one single reason I prefer my new neighborhood over this neighborhood, is the proximity to the Bosphorus Straits. 5 minutes walk to the Bosphorus. And second major thing I prefer about that neighborhood over this neighborhood is, of course, the Korean restaurant that right now we're building up a Korean community around that restaurant. It's a community and a lifestyle that I don't get here in this area of Istanbul, you know. So to me, these are the two main areas I like, the new area over this area. Then the other things are like secondary, honestly. Like it's more arty-party, more young people, and more happening, you know, at night. But to me, those things are very secondary, honestly. Karen, love the video where the dogs were playing the snow. Oh, you got it. That's the park, the park in my new neighborhood. Shish. I miss some seagulls. You miss seagulls like? Oh, what do you mean? I don't really understand. Why do you miss seagulls? True, they have true friends on Limpeh and so cute. But seagulls are all over. Even in this area, there's a lot of seagulls. Seagulls are all over Istanbul. You get seagulls on the street. Seagulls stealing food from cats. You know. Okay, today is officially my terrible hair day. I've been playing my hair non-stop. Seagulls on your videos. Oh. But honestly, there's seagulls everywhere. Like right now, of course, all the birds are asleep during noon. Okay, no birds of any kind during noon time. But in the morning, it's pretty much seagulls in here as well, on the streets, on the roofs, everywhere. Seagulls are very, 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 very thought. Gangpei seagulls. Very gangster. Karen, your hair looks fine. Yeah. But not to me. I care about how I feel about it, not how other people feel about it. Go safety on the streets. Oh, Istanbul is safe anywhere. Okay, I can't say anywhere, but in Nishantasi area and in Beşiktaş area, you can go out in 2 a.m. with no street lights, wearing super mini skirt, revealing clothing, and you'll be fine. Yeah, it's very safe. This area of Istanbul is very safe. Of course, there are less safe neighborhoods in Istanbul as well, but these neighborhoods are very safe because these neighborhoods are very, very, I say, more up-class neighborhoods. Yeah, the Nishantasi area, the Beşiktaş area, these are very up-class neighborhoods. But of course, there are less safe neighborhoods like the Şişli, like certain places deep in Shisley neighborhood. There's certain places that are not that safe. Yeah. Liana, just like New York, certain neighborhoods are good, certain neighborhoods are more dangerous. You just need to know your neighborhood. Liana, when was the last haircut? It may be the reason for sitting differently. Oh yeah, my last haircut was what? 2 months ago? Shish, we have wild parrots here in me. Oh, wow, wild parrots, that's nice. Spring season is quite interesting. Yeah, springtime is always interesting. Spring and autumn, because the fashion and streets are just so different. Liana, I understand how annoying it can be when your hair doesn't feel right. Yeah. It just feels like something stuck in the teeth. Like you can't help just digging. Okay, yeah, but Limbu hates it when I dig my teeth. I do that even in public because I'm a old ajushi style. Oppa ajushi style. Oppa ajushi style. I am very ajushi style actually. My behavior and my mannerisms. Go. Okay. Know a person studying in Texas, and he mentioned sometimes when he's hungry, he was afraid to head down at midnight, either risk getting hungry or shot. Yeah, exactly. Even in my area, which is a very safe area of New York, the Queens area, you try not to go out at night. I mean, pretty much anywhere in America, you just try not go out at night too much. But of course, you need to know your neighborhood as well. Yeah. For even here, like for over 1 year living here in the Nishantasi area of Istanbul, I've never been out at night. Never. I just don't do night times. Of course, because like most of the time, weekdays at night, I'll be trading in US market, so I don't have time out anyways. But even weekends, I don't do nights here in Istanbul, here in Nishantasi area. But right now in my new area, every weekend I'm out having beer. Every weekend, every day of the weekend. Like every Sunday night is chicken and beer in the Korean restaurant at about 10 p.m. And then every Saturday night, it's with my new young Turkish friends and of course my Colin and his family. Yeah, I spend time, have some beer. So to me, like weekends, I do a lot of nights in my new neighborhood. Like right now in my new neighborhood, I live a completely different lifestyle from this neighborhood. It's almost 1.5 hours. 2 more minutes, guys. Last words. 2 more minutes. Last words. Let's wrap this up. For those of you who are new to my live stream, welcome. This is a live stream where every morning 10:30 a.m. Turkish time, I bring you guys to a different area of Istanbul and either have a coffee chat about life or show you guys some interesting things about Istanbul. I've been here in Istanbul for 1 year, 3 months, and yeah, there's some interesting things to share. So if you enjoy but this is not a travel program, yeah. Most of the time it's about talking about all these things, right? So if you enjoy this, join me every day 10:30 a.m. Turkish time and help me by clicking the like button if you enjoy. Like button helps YouTubers like me a lot. And if you wish to buy me my coffee of the day, just go to the comment section and click on the little S button where you can just drop me a tip. Even $1 is big here in Istanbul, okay? Final messages. Go. Favorite colors of clothing to buy since you travel so much and don't bring much? Yeah, actually my favorite color for travel is black. Always black, because dark color clothing is easier to manage. So pretty much I say 90% of my clothing when I travel is black color. Just simple, nothing fashion. I don't care about how I look when I travel. That's why I haven't bought any fashion for over a year. This is my first piece of fashion in more than a year. Everything I wear is practical, for a practical reason is never to look good. Yeah, I buy clothes. Like this is the only piece of clothing in more than a year that I actually buy because it looks good. But every other piece of clothing I buy is all for practical reasons. Nothing. I don't care about looking good for other people. They don't pay me to look good. No, I look good. They don't pay me anyway. Yeah, yeah. What's the point? Karen, great talking and listening to you, my friend. Hey, nice of you to pop in at last, Karen. At last, we meet virtually like this. And really, thank you guys for joining me again today. And today, I'm back in my a lot of memories in this place, area of Nishantasi, Istanbul. Tomorrow, I return to my new neighborhood of Beşiktaş, Istanbul, and let's discover more about my new neighborhood. Today is my very bad hair day. I apologize for the very distracting hair playing all over the past 1.5 hours. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. 안녕.